Welcome to the Powerful Marketing Tips Podcast, created for overwhelmed business owners who want to build, run, and organize their marketing for good. And here's a brief overview of our guest. Today, you are in for a treat. Our guest, Vladimer Botsvadze, is a globally renowned, multi-award-winning digital transformation and social media influencer, Fortune 500 consultant, thought leader, futurist, professor, keynote speaker, startup advisor, C-suite mentor, and media personality who has always been at the forefront of fast-paced industries. He has more than 15 years of international experience in marketing and innovation, with a proven track record guiding executives and top brands worldwide to initiate change, drive growth, and position brands as market leaders within their industries. Vladimer is recognized as one of the brightest minds in digital transformation and has been featured in Forbes, Bloomberg, and Yahoo Finance. He's currently ranked the #1 global marketing thought leader by Thinkers 360, and Insight Success magazine has recognized him among the top 10 inspiring business leaders. With his consultancy, Botsvadze Marketing Solutions, Vladimer helps brands, executives, and entrepreneurs see the future differently and inspires audiences to think outside the box and set new standards for maximizing their online success. In this inspiring interview, Vladimer shares the importance of digital transformation and social media for business growth to help you stay relevant and competitive.
Hi, today we talk about thought leadership, and I have a really special guest, Vladimer Botsvadze, who is ranked as the #1 global marketing thought leader by Thinkers 360. I am very excited to get his insights today on what thought leadership is and how to use it in order to really boost your business. So welcome, Vladimer, to our podcast.
Hi, Marilis. Thanks a lot for having me on your podcast, and I'm delighted to share my actionable and practical insights to you, and I hope everyone benefits from my expertise.
I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you. So could you please walk our listeners through your own journey so we can get to know you better?
I was 18 when I moved to New York City. I was new kid on the block exploring on avenues in New York City in 2006. And all these social media channels were new in 2006. So we used to push more on physical events and exploring opportunities. But when there is a will, there is a way. I have worked my way up to the top. Now I'm a high man on the totem pole, sitting the first chair, and I'm a mover and shaker in marketing and digital transformation. So addressing audiences internationally, encouraging actionable change, and motivating people to become more confident. I'm guaranteed to leave a lasting impact on all audiences.
Wow, that's very impressive. As I said, even one thing from your list sounds like several years.
Yeah, I mean,
actually accomplish.
I'm not working to end up in history books. I'm not working because I won so many awards. I have gained exposure. But when you move to United States, when you move to the UK at the age of 22 and at the age of 23. To the UA, then you are. I have been lucky. I'm lucky that I have been in the right place at the right time with the right people. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart for all opportunities. And I think I believe in giving back. That's why I post, I blog, and I give away my best advice for free to impact people and the world.
I appreciate that. So let's focus on thought leadership topic today.
Yes.
What is thought leadership for you, really?
I mean, marketing, is evolving rapidly, and my clients are driven. To understand that marketing has become 24/7, 365 commitment. I mean, what worked in 2021 no longer works in 2022. I think education is a sinking ship nowadays. I think it's a waste of time. waste of time, because whatever they teach at business school is water under the bridge, so it has no longer have value. So I think we are in a constant disruption nowadays. The business world is like Goliath versus David. Goliath is slow, and David is fast. So I think people who are open-minded, people who are curious, people who strike while the iron is hot, and people who believe in what they are doing, because there are so many people who don't believe in what they are doing. They are short-term thinkers, but startup owners are long-term thinkers, So marketing is everything nowadays. Marketing is all about winning attention. Marketing is all about putting out 100 pieces of content across 8-10 social media networks. Because if we compare 2022 to like 2000, 2002, I think these networks did not exist 20 and 30 years ago. So we need to. It used to cost a fortune to reach global audiences. So nowadays there are 8 billion people. Over like 5.2 billion mobile users, 5 billion internet users, 4.6 billion social media users. So I think we can reach any person through content creation, through social media channels, and it has never been a better time for these diligent people and curious people who expand their horizon and widen their wings to understand what is happening in digital transformation and how they can benefit and capitalize on latest trends in AI, 5G, metaverse, and IoT, and all these trends to apply those trends to their businesses to maximize their success. So everything is changing, and I hope that everyone in Estonia understands the importance of digital emerging technology trends and how they can apply all these trends to drive their results and accelerate success. So when I see Estonia has 10 unicorns, and everyone has been going from strength to strength. And no excuses for my Estonian friends who innovate, and Estonian people don't need to be convinced to innovate. They know mindset is everything these days. They understand. There are like Estonia has over 1 million internet users, and everyone lives and breathes innovations. That's why they have. It is a birthplace of startup unicorns, and everyone is innovating. Education is at the forefront, and Estonia is ranked among top 5 countries in the world when it comes to innovation, digital economy, and it has become a technology hub throughout Europe and also throughout the world. So you can set up a company in 5 minutes. You are hiking in Estonia, and you are connected to the internet. I think it is like Estonia is at the forefront of innovation. So it is well-deserved success for Estonia where it stands, and it moves forward. And the entrepreneurs take more risks to innovate and to build more unicorns.
Thank you for emphasizing 2 of my favorite topics, my home country, Estonia, and marketing. Of course, I agree with you here. And I wanted to add that we only have 1.3 million people altogether here. So let's say 80 or 90% of them are using internet. So that was...
Yeah, I mean, 1 million people, over 1 million people use YouTube. Over 1 million people, and over 500,000 people use Facebook actively. Also, usage of Twitter is low a bit, but it should be increasing in the future, because Twitter is very instrumental in digital economy. If we look at in this retrospect, I mean, Twitter has been instrumental and the driving force behind unicorns. And what extent, for example, the co-founder of Airbnb, Brian Chesky, tweets on questions and listens to users and disrupts big hospitality brands, whereas the CEOs of big hospitality brands are not willing to download Twitter to see where consumers' attention is nowadays and what people are tweeting about their brands. And those managers who are not willing to connect with their audiences and who live in their ivory towers, then they go out of business. And I think nobody remembers that. I think I think big companies go out of business. You know, if you look at the future, if you look at history, we see that MySpace was number one, Yahoo was number one, Microsoft was number one, IBM was number one. Now Google is number one. You know, because Google has 5.6 million searches. So I think 60% of economy is digital in 2022. It's imperative for every business to be on digital, you know. And I'm not when I work with startup accelerators, when I work with speakers bureaus, when I work with Fortune 500 brands, when I work with associations that I'm an advisory board member, and for example, when I'm a member of marketing judging committee of American Business Awards, of Stevie Awards, and when I'm trusted to review 200 nominations, right, and the projects, and I'm happy to see to what extent American brands are firing on all cylinders, going into overdrive, and they are actually benefiting from metaverse, NFTs, and IoT, 5G, the social media, to maximize their success and to drive their results, you know.
Well, when I was listening to you, I was thinking about, those thought leadership that comes to my mind. First of all, for example, Steve Jobs, because for me, it sounds like those are the leaders who build, their authority, as you have already, talked about that. And also for me, when it comes to thought leadership, it's important to use your ability to define those important terms for the future, as you were talking about the trends and everything. So tell me, Vladimir, how do you see, if there is this small business owner listening to us right now and thinking, okay, how should I now think, in terms of for the future and those things? Where should they get their information? How to put themselves out there, etc. Give us some good tips, please.
Yeah, absolutely. It has never been a better time to run a business and to build your dreams, because I think we need nobody's green light to be successful in 2022. The internet does not care where you come from, what is your education, what is your work experience, or I think if you put in the work, results will come. You will build $1 million business. Now hungry entrepreneurs are building $1 million companies through Instagram, through TikTok, And for example, it's imperative, that we need to have a presence on TikTok, because the world lives in TikTok, and the world make decisions through video marketing, So it is imperative, for example, to have a presence across 8-10 social media networks and to become digital native, And we need, I think we need to publish content that is in our followers' best interest, not in our best interest. And I think there are two kinds of organizations nowadays. There are marketing and branding organizations, and there are sales organizations. And when small business owners focus on sales, they rarely build up their following. They rarely connect with their audiences. They rarely provide. We need to provide value first. Connect audience, show gratitude, And because I think when we create content, then it provides value, and we need to become long-term thinkers, oriented on long-term success. Because I think salespeople are oriented on short-term goals, so they don't succeed in the long term. Whereas, for example, I have built up my personal brand, one of the fastest growing personal brand in the world. I have spearheaded one of the biggest personal brand in the world. So I have surpassed all major competitors in my field. I'm ranked number one because of my strong performance as a thought leader, as a speaker, as an influencer, as an advisor, So everyone picks my brain nowadays, from Sydney, from New York City to Sydney. I'm a speaker everywhere. I mentor startups, And I want startup owners to understand that they need to forget what they studied at business schools and to keep exploring what matters in 2022, because a lot is changing. Active daily learning is number 2 top skill by World Economic Forum. So if we learn daily, actively, right, then we can achieve anything in our technology and business, So I also learn actively because a lot is changing, I'm always driven to share my game-changing, future-proof strategies with my clients that guarantee long-term success and sustainability. So my clients then have a competitive advantage to drive their results, to accelerate success, to connect with their audiences, to strike while the iron is hot, and I also make hay while the sun shines. I work 16 hours a day. So I think small business owners can be in catbird seat in a great position, and they should put themselves in a position to succeed, to connect with audiences. For example, I have shared my 40 videos of practical and actionable strategies with my audiences on YouTube, and I'm now 2 years later. I'm a speaker almost all over the world. My speaking engagement is estimated in the ballpark of $100,000, in different regions, So I'm very happy, that I never spent any dollars on advertising myself, So I positioned myself as Forbes, as Bloomberg, as Yahoo Finance, and like a CNN, BBC, to provide informative, enlightening content to my audience. That's why they trust me. That's why communication dictates nowadays everything. If we don't communicate across 8-10 social media networks, we don't exist. Now my every media interview in Google is like a walking advertisement for me. People explore me through interviews. They connect with me. They want to pick my brain. They want me to share my award-winning expertise with them to help them take their success to the next level. So I stood nowhere like 10 years ago. I was a new kid on the block in London, but I was passionate. I was driven. I was motivated. I have taken the bull by the horns, Now I have so many irons in the fire, and I hardly have time to breathe because of all those ongoing projects. And as they say, a good mind possesses kingdom. I have reinvested every penny in my growth, whereas the world keeps us with Jonases like buying houses, cars, luxury cars, and boasting. But I have nothing to boast. Now my results speaks for themselves because, of course, results, awards are not everything, but my awards epitomize to what extent I have put in the work, and that my know-how is put on a pedestal by the technology and business world. So I'm in a privileged position to share my award-winning expertise to help brands, associations, and events to maximize their success. And practicality is what is this technology world is missing, because I think everyone is focused on theories. I have recently joined Asia Retail Summit, and we talked about customer loyalty strategies, and how consumer behavior changed, and now there are 4.6 billion social media users in the world, and if managers and executives are focused on offline marketing strategies, they are wasting their money, and they are not getting anything in return. This is we need to address an elephant in the room. What's happening in the world? We need to talk about problems. If offline marketing is like the tip of the iceberg, then they are wasting their money. Nobody pays attention to Vogue magazine's page 27, Billboard. Nobody watches TV. No, there are internet users use the internet 7 hours a day. Everyone's attention nowadays is, I think I'm in eyeballs and ears business. I'm good at winning people's attention, stories, how to communicate, how to storytell, how to build relationships in the long term. So I position myself as Bloomberg, as CNN, as BBC across social media platforms. So content creation has been instrumental and backbone of my success.
I understand. I need to pause you because there is so much, you've just gave to us. So
yeah,
I agree with you mostly here. And I'd like to focus for a second for education and, let's say, keeping up with the latest. Because, we all have 24 hours per day, and we need to run our businesses on a daily basis and, take care of all the other things, what is happening in our world. So, and the world is so overwhelming. I mean, there is so much information. So when it comes to daily learning and keeping up with the latest, how should we do that? Should we block, I don't know, hour or few hours on a daily basis and just to follow some certain industry-related important companies maybe, or what are your actionable?
My advice for everyone is to follow top technology and on digital transformation thought leaders on Twitter. Because I think every influencer on Twitter has a gold mine of information. They know everything. They know everything backwards and forwards and backwards. I know, for example, my field likes a palm of my hand, because I put out content. I share information about latest trends with my audience, and like over 56,000 people follow me. So results always speak for themselves, and I don't, I use Facebook rarely, for to share my insights, because I think Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram are the top 3 channels where I actively connect with thought leaders. I also learn a lot from my colleagues, because I think I'm very open-minded, and I always widen my wings and expand my horizon. So it's imperative for me to surround myself with right people, also to learn from them, and because it is always a win-win partnership, and if, for example, people put MBA degrees on a pedestal and they focus on strategies existed 20 and 30 years ago, then it's not lucrative for me, also productive, and a step in the right direction for me to work with them, because it's like a world of difference, I think it is a no-win situation. So I always have a win-win situation with people who are on my wavelengths and speak my language, and we build like unicorns together. We speak together. I think it is imperative to surround yourself with right people, also to learn from them, because our technology world is very fortunate to have amazing thought leaders, entrepreneurs like Seth Godin, Gary Vaynerchuk, Jay Shetty, Grant Cardone, and all other amazing thought leaders who share their practical and actionable strategies with other people to help them to encourage actionable change.
So I understand it is important, to expand.
So Twitter is, I think Twitter is number one platform for news and inspiration, because I think so many people use internet for inspiration to find new ideas. So I think if they use Twitter for professional purposes, I think they will achieve great results in the long term.
Okay, that's very good. So I know that many business owners have this, let's say, struggle in their head. Should I work more with my company brand or with my personal brand? So when it comes to thought leadership, you as a person need to be out there. So what are your thoughts here when it comes to small businesses?
I think as I told you, we lived in the era which was dominated by lawyers, doctors, and engineers, and now in this era, it's dominated by like coders, programmers, thought leaders, influencers, So we are in a digital age nowadays. So if we don't have a presence, across 4, 5, 6 social media channels, we don't exist, So we no longer live in B2B world. It is human to human, So where people want to do business with people, So people prefer doing business with people, not company, So the online world allows us to connect with customers and colleagues in a meaningful and unique way. So I think it's imperative, to build a strong personal brand from scratch, because I also started from scratch, from zero. I started from zero on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, on every channel, but I kept momentum, and I kept growing my networks. I tracked my progress time after time. Like they say that a great ox grow from little acorns. So when you believe in what you are doing, and I think faith is everything. Faith is be all and all nowadays. If we believe in what we are doing, then we see a window of opportunity to grow, to connect with great-minded people, to pick their brain, to put in the work. I hit the ground running. I put in the work. I have gone into overdrive, and I greatly benefited from social media channels to maximize their success, to build my business. And nowadays, everyone see that social media opened floodgates to other people, to gain ground, to go places, and to move up in the world. So social media is a game changer in 2022, and I think I want everyone to understand that social media strategy has become a 24/7, 365 commitment. They need to live and breathe this field in order to maximize their success.
Okay, so one of my mantras is also that people work with people, not with companies. So thank you for
it's human to human. It's
that.
it's human to human. It's because B2B is easy now through LinkedIn, because we other people's name to do business, to connect. But I think we need to change a horse in the midstream. We need to rethink marketing strategy in 2022. That we need to forget sales pitches and to spam people. We need to start creating content, enlightening, informative content. Compelling content. So the world will come to us to work with us. Like Estonia has a tiger economy. And a tidal wave of investors because of great marketing. The countries that understand great marketing, they are at the forefront of growth, of innovation, and digital transformation. And I think no excuses for Estonian people, and because it is one of the most advanced digital societies in the world. And I'm always impressed and astonished by Estonia's success, to what extent they innovate, and it is one of the most advanced internet. It has one of the most advanced internet connections, and you can set up a company in 5 minutes. And so the whole world gives credit when it's due and praises Estonia to the skies. So the world goes to Estonia at the drop of a hat to do business, to invest, to understand what's happening in Estonia. What an amazing ecosystem it has. Education system, because I think they teach programming in a kindergarten, in a high school, and Skype was a small startup in 2003. Now it has 300 million users, and it was acquired by Microsoft. So I think I'm impressed, because now it's when we say that Estonia is a birthplace of unicorns, I'm proud to talk about it, because Skype in 2005, Playtech in 2007, Wise in 2015, Bolt in 2018, Pipeline in 2020, Zego, IDMe, Gelato in 2021, and Verif and Galia in 2022. So results speak for themselves. Their actions speak louder than words. So every leading Western technology media and publication truly praises and compliments Estonia for its efforts in marketing, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and take risks, because if we don't take risks, nothing happens. I think I took risk when I left my country and moved to the United States when I was 18. So I started seeing the world faster, easier, clearer. I was in the right place at the right time with right people. I kept on growing. So life is all about taking risks. A smooth sea has never made a skillful sailor. I think we need to I think go through we need to go through hell or high water in order to grow, build further, and to advance ourselves in many ways. So if we are in the same place, if we don't move, if we live in our towers, if we say that we know everything and we don't care what's happening in the world, then nothing happens. Nobody knows us. Nobody pays attention. We are no longer in the limelight, but countries that understand marketing, countries that bring the best speakers to their countries that organize great startup and marketing events, and sharing actionable knowledge is a backbone of success and the cornerstone of success and growth. Because without sharing knowledge, nothing happens. We are in a digital age nowadays, and we need nobody's green light to be successful. So I think everyone can greatly benefit from internet. Whether it is like a small business owner, whether it is like a minister of economy or like startup owner, everyone can be at the forefront of attention and marketing. And they will pay attention to them, so they will be aware of their product, services, and they will capitalize on all opportunities.
Thank you, and I especially appreciate you promoting Estonia. That's great. So
I have to promote because I have to give credit when it's due. So I think we never settle for status quo. We move forward, and we need to establish personal brands, our presence everywhere, whether it is startup, where it is like a minister of economy or like a thought leader. Everyone needs to be on social. Everyone needs to create content and to be in the limelight and spotlight and to make themselves conspicuous.
So, but if there are listeners right now listening to us thinking, okay, I never done that. How to become a thought leader? Where should I start? What kind of content should I...
Start from Twitter from zero and believe in yourself and choose optimism, positivity, surround yourself with right people, hit the ground running. And consistent action creates consistent results.
Okay, that's very good.
I mean, you need to download Twitter, sign up, and and mention who you are in the bio. Set a great picture, a great cover, show the world who you are, what you are made of, and start tweeting. Start sharing first great articles from Forbes, Bloomberg, what's happening, what is changing, what is next. So you will connect great people. So, I set up my website and I reinvested every penny in my growth, in my business. So a penny saved is a penny earned when it comes to building a great business, So social media has allowed me to become a public speaker, a startup mentor, marketing mentor, advisory board member, a jury member of American Business Awards. And I think I believe that success depends on backbone, not on wishbone,
That's a good one. So, but can you walk us through what are some mistakes that thought leaders are doing when they are active on social media?
I think you need to build your path, not follow the crowd. I think when you follow the crowd, then there is like no chance to succeed. But if you follow the crowd, if you believe your path, if you believe your vision, if you are oriented on long-term success, like Jeff Bezos. If you double experiments you do per year, it will double your inventiveness,
That's very good. So, Vladimir, tell me, if now people who are listening wants to follow you and maybe chat with you,
Yeah.
where should they go?
They first of all, they should follow me on Twitter. My handle is Vladimer Botsvadze. They can connect with me on LinkedIn. If they want to pick my brain, if they organize a marketing event and they want to bring a number one global marketing thought leader to their event, to let him share his award-winning and actionable strategies with audiences to help attendees success, then I'm the right person. Because when they come to my LinkedIn, when they book me as a speaker, then they come to the right place. They can also follow me on Instagram, and I think I have an active presence across 8-10 social media networks. So I think everyone will get inspired to hit the ground running and to put in the work, and they will they will forget excuses, and they will be on the right path to a strong ecosystem.
I know. So we will put those social handles next to this episode for sure, so people can follow you. And is there anything else you would like to add about thought leadership to our listeners to really wrap it up here today?
I think brands nowadays want measurable results, not proof over promise, and greater ROI. And I deliver everything I mentioned, and I set the highest standard for marketing and digital transformation. And I'm oriented on long-term success. I work 16 hours a day, and I have sacrificed so much. I can be exhausted at the end of the day, but I'm satisfied because I have done my level best. I have given my dreams my best shot, and there is a great phrase that life is what happens to you when you are busy making other plans. So I think it's important to have many irons in the fire, and to put your eggs into different baskets. And there is also a great idiom that a mouse that has but one hole is quickly taken. So we need to have different holes, like in business. We need to depend on different things. If we put all our eggs in one basket, then nothing happens. It can be quickly taken. So we need to, I think, put different things in different baskets. We need to be open-minded. We need to be, because I think number one global ranking is not my best achievement. I'm today open-minded. It is my best victory, achievement, and accomplishment, because it is a driving force behind my success and all milestones I have had in my life. That I was ranked number 65 in 2015 by Analytica. Then I was happy over the moon, share my success with my family. Then I believe that if you put in the work, the results will come. Then I have been growing from strength to strength since 2015. So I have been awarded throughout the world and opened so many doors, and nothing succeeds like success, but success is not everything, because I live my legacy through my actions, through my tweets, through my videos, so I want to address actionable change and to motivate people to become more confident, that I want people to believe that they can build anything, they can achieve any goals, they can reach any heights. Self-esteem is a be all and end all nowadays, because if you are self-confident, you can have a rock solid strategies in your field, and attack success when you get up, and you can wake up with determination every single morning. And I'm so proud to be part of the ecosystem of the world where my expertise is rewarded, is sought after, in high demand, and I can speak. I can join retail events, marketing events, and startup and entrepreneurship events throughout the world, and share my actionable and practical strategies to help people to believe in their dreams and not to follow the crowd, and to inspire them to build their path in their lives.
That's great. I really appreciate, Vladimir, you taking this time, today, because you share so much great insights and tips.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with you in the future. And
likewise, and last but not the least, please comment on a song and affirmation that would go to our Spotify list and to our.
I think my favorite song is "Supreme" by Robbie Williams. Because I'm oriented on success, and if you watch this video, you will see this dynamic video. This race, Formula One drive. And when I work every day, it's all about speed. And direction. So it is a race against time, and we need to see which way the wind is blowing, and to move forward and to believe in our dreams and to reach new heights. So I think time is precious. So we need to capitalize on time to put in the work and when we meet successful people, we need to take a leaf from their book, and we can also learn a lot from them and get inspired, by successful people.
That's for sure, and time is priceless. Once again, Vladimir, I appreciate you coming here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I wish your listeners all the best. I hope they connect with me, and we will build great projects in the future.
That's all we've got for this episode of the Powerful Marketing Tips Podcast. Make sure to link up with us at our free monthly international mastermind event. Just go to powerful-marketers.com/mastermind for registration. And one thing that would really help us and other new potential listeners is if you would rate this show and leave a comment wherever you tune in to listen. Until next time, take care.